Hi, everyone.
Hi,
Chris.
Suzanne.
We're Giffords on the go, and we are going. We are officially in Canada now. It's been an interesting day.
Oh, he's got his hazards on. Oh, honey. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, hazards. Where are your hazards?
If you watch this one, we're going to put a link up over here for an earlier video, if you didn't catch it, that had a few little boo-boos and mishaps and whatnot to it. Kind of a rough start to the morning. It's been a long time since I've said I am happy to see Canada.
Washington definitely tested us.
It tested us a little this morning. So, day one, not a ton. We're about 180 miles in. And the beautiful thing about our trip now, we're not rushing. We're not doing the normal Giffords on the
Crazy go.
on the NASCAR Speedway go. We're going till we're tired. We've got Laird Hot Springs is kind of the first destination area that we're heading to. But I mean, you got to stop when you see. Look, I mean, got the river down there.
So we're on in British Columbia. We came up through the Sumas, and so we're making our way north. The Canadian one, and we're gonna go up Cassier, so it's wiggling us kind of up, and then you'll cross over and then go up that way.
Yeah, going to Cassier is actually going to save us about 200 miles on our overall trip to Valdez. So a little bit further to go before we hit our first stop and finish the day out. So
I don't know if you guys can tell, it's not fog in the air, but it's actually smoke. In Alberta, they're having tremendous amount of wildfires, so you guys say your prayers for them. There's a lot of people that have been displaced from their homes, and the smoke is kind of blowing in this way. So definitely a lot of British Columbia firefighters have been sent to Alberta. So
yeah, so prayers to everybody in Alberta
area
and the guys that are taking care of everybody in BC, you know, that have headed over that way. You know, stay safe, guys. We unfortunately saw also an accident not too far back, another semi that hit another semi. We'll have a little clip of that in kind of the road travel, but not a lot on it.
Kind of
So
crazy.
we're going to snap a few pictures here, get back on the road. We'll catch up with you a little bit more here in just a bit. We'll have a video for you with some tips on ferry rides. You know, that'll be up here. Some do's and do nots.
Do's and do's nots.
Do's or do not Christophers, something like that. Well,
it's you know, we're still in a learning curve, you guys. So with the new fifth wheel and even going from a travel trailer to a fifth wheel we're still in a learning curve, and
yeah,
that's the reality.
Very much so. You know, I love the way the truck tows. I love the fifth wheel. I got to remember I'm 15 feet past my axles. Yeah, and when I turn, that ass end kicks a little harder. We're heading and working our way to Valdez is the end goal for the summer. We've got a wedding, we've got fishing trips, we've got Alaska cruise, some time with family.
Just some overall.
Laird Hot Springs.
Yeah. Oh,
we're excited. That's kind of first
that might
stop.
be a front and back on both ends. That might end up, if we can at least get one day.
What?
On the way back.
Oh, that is a strong possibility. So super excited. Got a few things on that. We'll share with you some of the stuff that we actually picked up for making this trip. A couple neat little things that have helped out on the
travel days after a long time of being stationary. It it affects my sleep patterns because my mind starts running with, did you do this? Did you do this? Did you do this? And so I'm working on only probably about 5 hours of sleep right now. So I'm pretty tired.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to crash here soon.
So if you're seeing this and you haven't made your first trip up to Canada at the time,
We had
through customs, beautiful. You know,
As we always have.
border patrol. We've always had a
customs.
a good time.
Canadian.
You know, it's
She asks
it
us
was
a lot
nothing.
of questions.
Yeah, you know, you get the questions. They want to know why you're coming into Canada, where you're going, how long you're staying.
Why are you going to Alaska?
Why are you going to Alaska?
I mean, you know in your head, you're like, it's none of your damn business, lady. But it's part of what they do to make sure you're not fraudulent. You know what I mean? Like you're not doing something evil. That's what they're doing. They're protecting their country.
Yeah, they're protecting our country just like the U.S. Border Patrol does for us. And just making sure, you know, they firearms,
Pets.
you know, cannabis is
they
now.
ask cannabis and even CBD cannabis.
Yeah. So, you know, they do ask if you have any products.
And alcohol.
Alcohol as well.
But no produce, no dairy, no, let me see your refrigerator, no, are you carrying candles, none of that.
It's going to vary from person to person, from question to question, from border crossing to border crossing. But our experience
Has always
has always been great.
answer their questions, be respectful, be nice, be real, don't be like a jerk, or don't be so uncomfortable that you're stiff, because that also makes them nervous. It's like, relax, they're just asking questions, and if you don't have anything to hide, it goes super smooth.
You know, there's no point in trying to hide anything from them, because they will find out if you do.
They'll pull you over and say, hey, come on. Canada has a lot of wonderful, from paved to gravel pullouts, and we're in a pullout. And it's not necessarily a rest area, because they do have rest areas with vault toilets, they call them.
Yeah.
But they have all these pullouts along the way that if you just need to pull off the road, it doesn't cost anything, and it's wonderful. And it's sometimes they're not the most level, but it's
a place to rest.
There's
it's a place to
constantly
rest.
places along the route that's pull out, and it's nice because you can say, "Hey, I need to go to the bathroom," or "Hey, I forgot something, and I want to get some water," or whatever. You know, you have plenty of places to pull off, and that has been a real savior in a lot of ways, I think, coming through Canada.
Yeah. So with that being said, remember to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. We've got a lot of stuff that's going to be coming, and looking to really
share if you feel inclined.
First 100 and some miles into Canada, beautiful roads, easy. You know, we fueled up probably about 50 miles in, I think it was. I'll put a link of. I'll put the name of where it was. We are tracking all of our expenses as far as the drive.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, been a long day.
Yeah, it's almost 9:40 at night. Yeah.
Yep. So we're signing off. We're going to bed.
Guys, thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Supporting us.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.